Jake Carter had been on the road for hours, the glow of his dashboard clock blinking 2:17 a.m. The highway stretched endlessly before him, an empty ribbon of asphalt cutting through the dark. His eyelids felt heavy, and the monotonous hum of his tires against the road was lulling him into a dangerous state of drowsiness. A road sign flickered past in his headlights. Exit 46, last exit for 50 miles. He debated pulling off for a quick coffee at the gas station ahead, but the eerie absence of cars on the road unsettled him. Still, exhaustion won. Jake took the exit. The ramp curved into a desolate stretch of road, leading to a small, flickering gas station. The building looked old, its neon sign buzzing weakly. A single car sat at one of the pumps, but no one was inside. Inside the gas station, a frail old man sat behind the counter, his pale, watery eyes staring blankly at the door. The air smelled of stale coffee and gasoline. Jake grabbed an energy drink from the fridge and approached the counter. "You're the first one I've seen all night," he said, trying to shake off his unease. The old man slowly looked up at him. His lips barely moved when he spoke. "You should go. Don't stay long." Jake let out a nervous chuckle. "Yeah, well, I just need something to keep me awake." The old man didn't blink. His fingers tapped slowly against the counter. "Highway's different at night. Roads loop back. Sometimes things follow." A cold shiver ran down Jake's spine. Jake returned to his car, chugging the energy drink. As he was about to leave, he noticed something strange. The car that had been parked earlier was gone, but he never saw anyone get in or drive away. Brushing it off, he pulled back onto the empty highway. As he accelerated, his headlights caught a figure in the distance, someone walking along the road. It was a woman, barefoot, wearing a thin white dress. Her long, dark hair hid her face. She walked slowly, her posture unnatural, her arms hanging limply by her sides. Jake's stomach clenched. What the hell was she doing here at this hour? Against every instinct screaming at him to keep driving, he slowed down beside her, rolling down his window. "Hey, are you okay? Do you need help?" The woman stopped walking. She tilted her head slowly, the movement unnatural and jerky. Then she spoke in a voice that sent ice into his veins. "You shouldn't have stopped." A sharp, suffocating dread wrapped around Jake's chest. Before he could react, she lunged at the car, her face now visible. A grotesque, twisted grin, eyes pure black. Jake slammed the gas pedal. His tires screeched as he sped away, heart hammering. In the rearview mirror, the woman stood motionless in the middle of the road, her head tilted at an unnatural angle. Then she disappeared. Jake drove fast, gripping the wheel like a lifeline. His breath was ragged, adrenaline roaring through his veins. He had to get out of here. A few miles later, a familiar road sign loomed ahead. Exit 46, last exit for 50 miles. His blood ran cold. That wasn't possible. He had already taken that exit. His pulse pounded in his ears. He had been driving straight. There was no way he circled back. But there it was, the same flickering gas station. And at one of the pumps sat the same empty car. Jake's breath caught in his throat. His hands shook on the wheel. Then, from the corner of his eye, movement. The woman. She stood on the side of the road ahead, staring directly at him. This time she smiled. "You shouldn't have stopped." Jake floored the gas, his body running on pure terror. The car roared forward. The woman stepped onto the road. Her face distorted, her mouth stretching too wide as she let out a soundless scream. The headlights flickered, and she vanished. Jake gasped, blinking rapidly. His hands felt numb, his knuckles white from gripping the wheel. Then, suddenly, a new sign. Exit 47, last exit for 50 miles. Jake exhaled sharply, relief washing over him. It changed. He was finally out of the loop. He forced himself to breathe as the road stretched ahead, finally leaving the nightmare behind. Or so he thought. Jake relaxed, his muscles still tense, but loosening. He let out a long, shaky breath. Then his eyes flicked to the rearview mirror, and his heart stopped. Because in the back seat of his car, the woman was sitting right behind him, smiling.